expression, effective expression engineer. And what I do is I help professionals, leaders, entrepreneurs with their communication and leadership skills. And so I've been doing this live for quite some time. I'm new here. This is my first time, I believe, on this platform. But on here and on here, because I have 3 different devices, I have been going live for quite some time. So I always start the week with gratitude, because G is having growth mindset. So G, when you have a G as in gratitude, growth mindset is a framework I use for leaders, because as leaders, we want to improve ourselves so that we can help others become better leaders. Leadership is not just about our own self, but also to help others and develop other leaders. And so I always use that framework throughout the week, starting with G. And so G is for gratitude. And so I like to just share that I am grateful that I'm here much earlier today than I normally am, because normally I'm like getting to midnight my time, and there have been cases when I have actually had to borrow another time zone. So I kind of like this time. I'm going to try and to keep to this time because it's nice, it's bright, and I'm still awake. I'm not struggling to keep myself awake, but I'm still alive, I'm still awake. So lots of energy. And so starting with gratitude, it sets the tone for the week. When you have gratitude, it sets the tone. And gratitude is looking at what happened in the past, being grateful for that, what's happened in the present, and future gratitude, what you're hoping for the future. And so for me, I just took my mother back home to Nigeria and was able to spend some time with her. So I'm grateful for that. We had a good time. We got an amazing carer for her. And so she's been well taken care of. And I'm back safely in Bahrain. This is where I live. I live in Bahrain. So it's great to be back. My family is intact. Everybody's okay. And I had a wonderful time of speaking at Binovate a week ago, where I talked about the law of momentum and how we can use that in business to keep our referral chain going on strong. Because once you start, you just keep it going. There were 4 things we shared. We talked about that we could do, because BNI stands for, it's not, if you're in Bahrain, it's not Bahrain National Insurance, it's Business Network International. And so had a wonderful opportunity to share about the law of momentum, which is one of the laws of 21 laws of leadership by John Maxwell. And so amazing, was an amazing turnout, amazing response. Lots of great speakers were there also. So I had that wonderful time. So that was nice. That was great to do. I love to talk about leadership. I love to talk about communication, and I had this wonderful opportunity. So I was glad to share that. And before that, I spoke at St. Christopher's, talking about personalities and understanding personalities and how each person speaks differently. You can have twins even, and they will communicate differently. So understanding how each personality communicates differently and how you can tap into that. And what about you? Your own way of communicating is also amazing. And it's good to know what are your strengths and what are your areas of growth. So it's all about growing. It's all about how can we keep improving ourselves. Because guess what? If we're not doing that, then we're stagnating. And when you're stagnating, it's not a good place to be. So growth ensures that we keep moving, we keep getting better, we keep being the best version of ourselves. And that way, we can also help others. Because you can't give what you don't have. If you are you're leading a team, for example, and you want to help them become better, leaders, better team members. If you haven't improved yourself, how is that going to happen? Because you can't give what you don't have. So we start with ourselves, and that way we can give to others and help them get better as well. And it's all about teamwork, collaboration, and I just love talking about leadership and personalities and culture. Culture is something I love. Living in Bahrain, I've met people from every single continent, and I have friends from all over the world. I mean, good friends, very good friends, almost like sisters and brothers and sisters. So it's an amazing way to recognize our cultures and respect our cultures, our cultural differences. So, as you know, my lives are usually very short. There's a reason. One of these days I'll tell you why my lives are short, but I will start to do longer, maybe once a week. I'll do a longer version, but usually this one's are short. Talk about leadership, talk about communication. Today I'm talking about gratitude. What are you grateful for? Tell me, what are you grateful for? What is something that you are grateful for? Because guess what? It opens the door for even more things to be grateful for. It's so easy to get into that space of complaining. I've been there. But when you focus on what can I be grateful for, even in the midst of challenges, it changes your perspective. It causes you to see things differently that you may not have seen. And it improves your mental well-being. There are 4 chemicals that are released when you go into gratitude. And I had to write them down because I don't remember. I know it's dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, something like that. Something like that. But this releases this enzymes, or what they call them, endorphins, yes, and it releases into your body, makes you feel good. That's the best way to feel good, when you have gratitude. So my time for today is up. Thank you so much for joining me. My new platform. Hello. Great to have you, and looking forward to making and establishing connections. And here, thank you. I have 7 on this platform, and I have 1 on this platform. So I'm looking from 1, 2, 3. So thank you for joining.